Hey, could you put me on with the old lady? You know, should check if it's cool for me to drop by.
Oh, there's that goose respect we love.
Even though it's a cel-shaded game, Killer Frequency recreates the look and feel of those 1980s campy horror films. I'm sure anyone that has played music has seen these old school mixing boards and their speakers with all their wood grain and yellowed buttons. It's very accurate, from vinyl records to weird office desk toys to the rich colors used on plastics, and also the art on the record covers. Neon lights pour through windows of neighboring buildings and signs. They even have that iridescent glow that clocks used to have. Killer Frequency's art is just fantastic. Even though it's a small game, the artwork detail is top-notch.
We're trying to understand what's behind the attacks tonight. We had a few questions.
Why, Forrest, of course. Heck, after the way you saved my life, I'd say yes to just about anything.
The sound design in this game is phenomenal. Incredible voice acting brings the characters to life, with each one having such distinct personalities. They are difficult to forget, like Ponty, who decides to call in and shamelessly promote his pizza joint while the people of the town are being hunted by the Whistling Man. While you are on the air with his potential victims, you hear his haunting whistle as he stalks his prey. This keeps you on the edge, wondering when he will come for you when you walk out of the radio booth. Leaving the booth leads to a thrilling audio experience through headphones. Imagine being in an office building, basically alone, as you walk around hearing the ticking of clocks, the buzzing of fluorescent lights, and the small popping sound they make when they flicker, or the creaking in doors as they open and close. The audio creates so much tension.
Sandra, are you okay?
It was years ago.
We know, Sandra.
You do? You know about?
Yes. Of course.
This is a very clever puzzle game where you try to find information to help the potential victims escape from the Whistling Man. 911 calls have been routed to your station. When you receive a call, it's up to you to help guide the caller out of the mess they're in. Your choices determine whether they live or die. In the meantime, you still have to run the station, playing records and ads. You even have a soundboard you can play with that makes for some goofy entertainment. The biggest problem, though, is that it doesn't control well. Its control scheme is similar to Amnesia games, where you have to use the triggers to grab hold of something and pull it open and close it. But this wouldn't be too much of a problem if the camera movement wasn't so loose. It really lacks the precision it needed.
Well, folks, if anyone out there has any thoughts on what's going on tonight, please call in.
That's good timing. We've got a call waiting.
The entire town is under assault from a killer that supposedly died 30 years before. As the night begins, the sheriff is killed and the deputy is unconscious. The 911 dispatcher Leslie locates them and calls the KFAM radio station, where she directs all calls to you so you can help the people in need. She takes the deputy to a nearby town for backup, which is 4 hours away. It is up to you to save those being stalked and uncover the killer's identity, as well as the mystery and motivation behind this night of terror. Killer Frequency was a great surprise. I truly enjoyed my playthrough of this game. It's very entertaining with some goofy humor depending on some of your choices. And replayability is a plus with its multiple endings. The only real drawback is the controls, which are clunky. Killer Frequencies still earned itself a B.
Sorry, Forrest. Let's just...
This is 189.16, The Scream. I'm Forrest Nash. You're on the air, caller. Caller. Ponty.
Ponty's Pizza always delivers. Come rain or sleet or whistling man, we'll be there.